How you guys doing? This is another thing that the satellite man, they're still poking me right there, man. It's like they're. You better keep your finger out of my face, you fucking dirty faggot. You think it's any legal right for you to be poking people in the teeth? You need to get these satellite controllers in court for poker face terrorism. You think you have a right burning people's teeth, man? They're still burning my teeth, too. Who do you think you are putting your finger in my face with your satellite, man? You're violating my personal anatomy space. You think you're funny, don't you, government man? You think you have a right doing that? You kidnapped me from California and you've been damaging my face and teeth? Now, another thing, this fucking freak has tried to say that he wanted to be who I am. And this freak tried to call me a spokesperson of my own identity. Meaning, like, he was trying to claim that I was only a spokesperson for my mother and father's companies when I'm the only child of my mother and father. And this motherfucker kept burning my upper lip and teeth. That man has to be arrested. I'm the owner of the deeds and the copyrights and patents of my mother and father's companies. Now, somebody might know who that man is. He kept trying to call me a spokesperson. That man has to be arrested and put on trial for the death penalty. There's another person that's been in the satellite control room saying that he was doing this, damaging my face and teeth because he wanted to be who I am. Trying to choose somebody richer than you? Trying to choose somebody that you thought was better, or you wanted to steal statistics of a person? I'm not your race or religion, dirty government man. You better keep your fingers out of my face. You're not my DNA. I'm not your child. You're not the boss of me. And you must get prosecuted for poking me in the teeth and face with your goddamn satellite. And then the other person was trying to say, oh, you were shooting off your mouth about who you are and who your mother and father are. It's my legal right to say who I am and who my parents are. Who the fuck are your parents? Who the fuck are you? Who do you think you are? Let's see your financial portfolio. Let's see your identity in the courtroom. Let's see what you look like. Let's see who you are. Claiming somebody was out there shooting off their mouth talking about the abuses of these child molesters and these assailants of these dirty government people that have been terrorizing my life. I'm going to warn you, man. You're going to be sitting there thinking, oh, you're hard and tough. But when they get to you and they get you in that courtroom, you're going to be trying to get a plea bargain and you're going to go to prison. You'll probably go to San Quentin or Rikers Island or somewhere. You're going to get arrested one of these days, government freak. And you're going to be begging to get out. But what you have done after all these people have told you to quit, all the other police stations have told you to leave me alone, other branches of government have told you to leave me alone, people in Hollywood and the entertainment industry and the unions and the Teamsters have told you to leave me alone. Pretty much everybody's told you to leave me alone, but yet you still think that you thought you would cause damage on my teeth and face like you thought you owned somebody. We need to see your papers, man. You claim you bought somebody? That psycho faggot man claimed he bought me. He said that before. And what do you think my price is? Because you can't ever buy me. But let's hear what kind of shit you made up. So you know why you're going to get the death penalty or you're going to get life in prison. You thought my parents was poor? Is that what you thought, government man? You thought I came from a poor family? Is that what you thought, government man? You better quit playing crazy eyes. Is that what you thought, government man? You think you're funny, don't you? We need to see all your papers. You still poked me right there, man. You better leave my mouth and face alone, government man. You think you're funny, don't you? You think you have a right? This is America. I know you don't have no right at all, man. And the courts know you don't have no legal right whatsoever in any way. So you better go into court. You better go into court, government man. You better stay out of my mouth. You better keep your finger out of my face with your satellite. You're still poking me right there. You said they just communicated saying he was in the CIA is what he just communicated. Oh, are you? Lawsuits are even bigger. That means you get even more prison time because you're supposed to know better than to be doing what you're doing. So you'll probably get put on trial. You might be, I'm not sure how many of your CIA people are going to get put on trial for the death penalty or your FBI people. But there's been restraining orders on your people the whole time. And you're supposed to know better in that position, not to be doing that to me, not to be burning me with satellites. So obviously you're totally violating the policies of America. And you claim you're in the FBI or the CIA. And that royal protocol is documented in reference to my identity. And you're in the CIA or FBI, and I know you got copies of the royal protocol in those government offices. And you should know better than to be doing what you're doing. Especially after the history of abuse of previous CIA or FBI psychos that have terrorized me since I was a little boy. You're probably one of the same people, or you're probably one of the people from before. Which means you're going to get even longer time in prison. Or you might get the death penalty. Better keep your fucking hands to yourself, satellite man. Just remember, we know the Treasury's got documents, and the Treasury probably knows exactly who the fuck you are. And they know that the CIA and the FBI has royal documents of my identity. Factual history of who I am. And you need to show your CIA and FBI credentials in the courtroom, freak. And they need to check to see if you had any plastic surgery or any of your impersonators that are trying to steal my identity. If any of your people had plastic surgery. Because you know it's illegal to get plastic surgery in America and to commit crimes. You know that, right, government man? You're going to need to go to court.